April 3rd marks the release of OP15 for the One Piece card game. In the weeks leading up to release, local game stores host pre-release events for players of all skill levels. For those unfamiliar, pre-releases are early events held before a new set officially launches. Most TCGs do this about a week in advance, with the number of events depending on the game's popularity. For example, Magic the Gathering often runs multiple events per day over a weekend, while Bandai card games usually have just one or two per store. My LGS hosted two OP15 release events, one on Sunday afternoon and another on Monday night. One Piece is incredibly popular there, and both events sold out within minutes. As I mentioned in my first One Piece video, my LGS does try to accommodate extra players if people show up late hoping to get a seat. They have space to expand capacity, which isn't always the case elsewhere, but it never hurts to ask your local store if they can fit you in. Pre-release formats vary by game, but they're usually designed to encourage experimentation. It's a great chance to try new cards and meet other players. Some TCGs use dedicated pre-release kits, but One Piece does things differently. Instead, groups of 4 players split a booster box, so each person gets 6 packs. Everyone also receives a promo card. For this event, it was a 6-cost 7,000 power Boa Hancock, along with an event pack containing stamped versions of 2 commons from the set. Deck building is also unique. Instead of the standard 50-card deck, you build a 40-card deck using a special Rainbow Luffy leader. This version of Luffy can use cards from any color, meaning you can build your deck from anything you pull. That opens the door for some really fun interactions. For example, if a card has an effect that requires a specific leader, like Rebecca, it still works because Rainbow Luffy counts as everything. Because of that, certain cards became especially strong during pre-release, specifically a bird and dog card that a lot of players were running. Fuza, the 3-cost purple bird, gives Shura cards unblockable, which means your leader can't be stopped by blockers. Holly, the 3-cost dog, gives Ohm characters double attack, so your leader gains this ability as well. Both cards also boost your leader's defensive power to 6,000, making them solid on both offense and defense. And if you manage to get both effects active, it can be incredibly frustrating for your opponent. These kinds of combos wouldn't normally work in standard play, but that's what makes pre-release so fun. You get to experiment with interactions you'd never see at a regular local event. Another thing I like about pre-releases is that they help spark ideas for future decks. Personally, I've got a couple of builds in mind using OP15 and EBO4. Going in, I was hoping to pull the red-yellow Jewelry Bonnie leader, but no luck. That said, I did come across another interesting option, and it's actually from an older set. While the new leaders like Green Black Brook and Purple Enel look great, I think some of the new Black Straw Hat cards from OP15 could work really well with Black Purple Luffy from OP09 and Starter Deck 26. I'm still a newer player, so I could be off here, but it seems like a potentially solid and budget-friendly option, especially if you pull something like the 8-cost Black Nami. Speaking of Nami, I didn't mention my biggest pulls from the events. I didn't hit any secret rares this time as I did in OP14, but I did pull 2 standout cards, currently valued at over $100 each in pre-sale pricing. On Sunday I pulled the alternate art Lightning Dragon event card, and on Monday I pulled the alternate art Nami. Both are now safely in hard cases. I'll definitely be holding on to those for a while. Aside from that, I'm close to completing my OP15 and EB4 collection. Between my English and Japanese cards, I'm only missing a handful. With booster boxes sitting around $300 to $330 here in Canada, I can't justify buying one right now. I'll stick to picking up packs at locals and grabbing singles to finish my collection and build decks. Overall, I had a great time at both pre-releases. It was fun talking with other players, seeing what everyone pulled, and hearing what decks they're planning. As for my results, I finished 3-3 across both events. I performed much better on Monday after getting familiar with the cards on Sunday. Here in Vancouver, there's a really dedicated One Piece community. Some players attend multiple pre-releases throughout the week, which can make it harder for casual players to get in. But again, it's always worth checking in with your local LGS about extra spots. The One Piece card game has quickly become my favorite TCG, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. While I haven't been able to participate in store championships due to high demand, I am planning to attend weekly locals as often as I can. I still have a lot to learn before I can compete with veteran players, but I'm really enjoying the process. That said, I do hope Bandai improves product availability here in Canada. Prices are still way above MSRP, and stock sells out almost instantly. But that's a topic for another video. If you attended an OP15 pre-release, let me know in the comments what you pulled. No one hit a manga rare at my events, so I'd love to hear if you or someone you know did. Also, if you're building a deck with any of the OP15 leaders, let me know what you're working on, especially if you've got any budget-friendly ideas. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm still a small channel and every bit of support really helps. I'll probably move away from pack opening videos unless it's something special. My discussion content, like the recent Cyberpunk TCG video, has been performing really well. Pack pulls might be better suited for shorts, especially for quick highlights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.